It is not what your country can do for you, but what can you do for your country? It is not what your tribe can do for you. What can you do for your tribe? It is not what your community can do for you, but what can you do for your community? It is not what your partner can do for you, but what can you do for your partner? I think if we take this quote and we extrapolate it into many different forms and change the words, it'll make us all more productive and functioning members in society, in our communities, in our families, in our tribe, especially as men. And now, you know, this is already a standard for men. Men are seen, usually valued by what they can provide and what they can give. But on a grander level of gender, let's take gender out of this. If we adopt that mentality before we go into things, I believe it will give us a more righteous and selfless approach to life. Especially here in America, people are very egotistical, especially here in America. So usually we go into things with a very selfish mindset, a very egotistical mindset. How does this benefit me? And it's great to think that way in some regards. What can this do for me? What can this person do for me? That's why I never was good at networking. And people always say your network is your net worth and you have to. That's never been my thing. I've never been able to go into a social setting or social dynamic and logically in my mind think, I want to talk to these people and meet these people to see how can I network and get them on my side to see what benefit they could bring to me. I've never been that type of guy, so networking has always been difficult for me. I've always been a giver first, which could be to my own detriment at times. However, being a giver is not a curse. Being a giver is actually a blessing of your heart. The trouble that givers run into is when they run into takers who don't know or don't have any limits. And the giver may be a pleaser or develop weak boundaries. That's where the issue comes in at. Because people would just take and drain from you if you're a well. If you're a well, a source of abundance, and you like generally, naturally like to give. There's nothing wrong with that. Think about it. If you're in the pinnacle of a functioning society, a loving tribe or community, if everyone was givers, it will be heaven on earth. Because the circle and the cycle would keep rotating. You give to me, I give to you. You give to them, they give to you. Think about how harmonious your ideal relationship would be. I was talking to one of my brothers on the phone the other day. He said, it's almost like me and my woman in competition with each other. She gave me something for Father's Day. I gave her something for this day. I surprised her with a gift. She surprised me with a gift. You know? Think about how beautiful of a relationship that'd be, where it's an equal give and take. You know, it's equally yoked. Think about a society where it's an equal give and take and everything is equally yoked. There will be less bickering and argument amongst the sides, the red and blue, the left and the right. You know, I made a video the other day expressing my opinion about how I feel a lot of Democrats are entitled and lazy. And I just got slandered in my comment section. They called me spam raccoon emojis, say I was tap dancing, called me a Republican, which I'm not. I just stated my opinion, all type of things. But it is not what your country can do for you. What can you do for your country, Democrats? Since y'all want to attack me, what can you do for your country? Ideally, if I ruled the world, firstly, I free all my sons. Secondly, I will make it to where Government assistance should mainly only be for the elderly and those who cannot assist themselves. If you're a young, able-bodied human, it should be about what you can do for your community. What can you do for your country? How can you assist your tribe? How can you assist your family? That should come first. And once you've paid your dues to your society and your tribe, and you get older in age, your 50s, 60s, and 70s, then your tribe take care of you. Then you lean on your tribe, because there was a point in time where your tribe leaned on you. It was an equal give and take. It's an exchange. So in your younger years, you use your young, able youth and vigor and virality to support your community, to support your tribe, to build. And then when you get into your older years of age, your community pours back into you as its elders. How are you 30 years old and able-bodied and you expect the world to hand you everything on a silver platter because you have 5 children? You decided to have 5 children. And now someone owes you to take care of these children that you decided to lay down and have and fornicate to make. Those are your conscious decisions. Now you don't want to live up to your conscious repercussions. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I truly believe if we adopt the mentality of what can I do for either my community, my tribe, my country, my family, or my significant other, over what can they do for me, the world would be a much better place. Because then, in turn, you would attract someone who has that same mentality, and there will be an equal give and take. Let's adopt the mentality of service. Now, obviously, don't burn yourself out trying to serve everyone. But how can you increase your acts of service? How could you be a servant of God, your God that you believe in? How can you be a servant of the women in your community? How can you be a servant of the children, the nieces, the nephews, the little cousins in your community? Do your part. Do your part. Stop thinking about what everyone can do for you. What can you do for people? What skill? In ancient times, in societies, when we were in tribes, people had skills and they had trades to offer their society, to offer their community, to offer their specific country. What are you good at? What are you skilled at? What are you proficient at? That would unlock your abundance as well. That's the age we're moving into. Skills. Stop relying on people to work for a job and develop your own skills. What are you naturally talented at? What are you naturally gifted at? Hone in on those skills and develop those skills. Are you a great fisherman? Develop your fisherman skills. Are you great welder, blacksmith? Develop those skills. Are you a great swordsman? Are you great at speaking to the youth? Are you great at motivating people? Are you a great mathematician? That's how it was in the ancient times, in the ancient tribes. Everyone had their own skills that they brought to the community. Auntie and them knew how to crochet. Grandma and them knew how to plant all the fruits and the vegetables. So you came with the new fresh blankets to get the new fresh watermelon. It was an equal give and take. It was trade. Now we have this fiat money, this empty dollars that isn't backed by anything, these IOUs, and everyone's lost their mind. What can you do for your tribe? Develop yourself. Develop your mentality. Develop your skill set. Study. Study whatever it is you're proficient in. Become more highly efficient and operative in that field, in that skill set. Bring value to your community. Stop seeking the value from your community and your tribe. And everything you need will be there for you because you will become the change that you wish to see in the world. that is my time. I appreciate you all. Once again, just going and giving my opinion. Do your research on everything that I say. Free your mind, question everything, and enter the darkness.